going to be doing a video about my eyebrows and just how I do them and how I basically just draw them on, because I have really thin eyebrows. Just because I have recently discovered new brow products and incorporated some stuff, and also, you know, like switched out colors. Plus, I always get questions about my eyebrows. Alright, so I'm just going to do my eyebrows on camera so you guys can see what I actually do. And today, instead of using the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade, I'm actually going to use a MAC one and see how I like this. So what I like to do is I like to start at the bottom and trace out a line. So I map out my eyebrow basically. So yeah, I like to draw a line at the bottom first, and then I begin to curve the pencil and bring it down to the tail, well, up the arch and then the tail. Now then I look at them and I make sure that they're even. So I don't want one of them to be higher up and one to look like it's lower down. So I look at them and I feel like, okay, I'm happy. And I brought it in as far as the other one. So, you know, just for reference, it should end where your end of your nostril basically. So yeah, this is where I begin to draw a line upward. So I don't like to just draw a straight line upwards. I like to basically just feather it upwards first. So yeah, now that I have that line going up, I basically just fill in. So I start doing little strokes until it's connected. And if I need to go back and reshape a little bit, I do. And then I again go and continue my eyebrow. So you want to take your time with your eyebrows is something that I discovered will give you the perfect eyebrows, because your eyebrows are an extremely important step in your makeup. Your eyebrows will literally make it or break it. So if your eyebrows are not on point or not on fleek or whatever they call this nowadays. So nowadays people say, oh, your eyebrows are on fleek, your eyebrows are on point, or whatever the case. You want to make sure that they are, because that will basically be the main focus of your face. If your eyebrows are not looking very good, I guess, if you're just like not giving them the proper maintenance, I guess is what I'm trying to say, your makeup will never look complete, and it will look like something is gone horribly wrong. So yeah, I can tell you by experience, because when I was younger, I used to draw my eyebrows extremely thin, and I thought it was the way to go, you know? And I've talked to several of my friends, and they're like, I'm so guilty of that, you know? And I feel them completely, and I know a lot of us make mistakes when it comes to our eyebrows. Now, I do like a fuller eyebrow, not extremely full, but I like it fuller and defined. So one thing that I do is I do little strokes as well. So yeah, I just continue doing little short strokes without too much pressure until I feel like I'm happy with the shape of the eyebrow. So now that I feel like I'm happy with my shape and the length and the arch and everything, then I move on to I'm going to be using the new one that I've purchased. This one is the MAC Fluid Line Brow Gel Cream. So again, this is in deep dark brunette. So now I'm just going to take the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyebrow brush in the number 15. I clean it off on a little napkin just because you don't want to have residue from the other eyebrow that you already did. And then I dip it into the product. I wipe off the excess on the back of my hand, and then I begin to go over my brows. Now, I don't start all the way over here in the inner part of the brow. I actually start halfway. You know, everyone does it differently. You know, there's a million different ways to do brows. Everyone has different eyebrows, so keep that in mind. So I begin to draw from the bottom, and then I just curve it downwards. And I fill in the top. So alright, so now that I feel like I'm happy with the darkness, I will just use the brush and whatever's left on the brush and draw little hair strokes. So I just pass my brush downwards, and it's fine if it, you know, if you can see it up there, because that'll just give it the appearance of brow hairs. And if you need to thicken them up, you can always do that. Alright, so now that that's complete, I will go in with a concealer. And honestly, the Studio Finish Concealer by MAC is my favorite for this. So to basically carve out your eyebrows or clean them up, I like to use this brush right here, which is really small and thin, and It's perfect for that. So I dip it into the concealer, and I like to begin again halfway. So right under the brow. And I pull it, and then I flick that like this. So I kind of flick it outwards just so that it cleans up the tail of the brow. And then whatever's left, I smudge it down. And pull it to the inner part of the brow. Then if you feel like you need to do the top, I don't always do the top, to be quite honest, but if I feel like one of my brows is looking thicker than the other, I will do that. So I don't feel like this brow needs any more cleaning, but you know, I'll just run it along the top for you guys. And that's what it looks like. Alright, so that is it for the brows. Many times I don't use the cream products just because I do more of a natural face on a day-to-day basis. So I will just use like the Brow Wiz. But if you're going to want, you know, to do a full face of makeup, you might want to do this. So this is for people who have very thin eyebrows or very sparse eyebrows like I do. Now, if you have thicker eyebrows, I wouldn't really suggest that you use like the cream product, just because it might look a little bit too harsh. Now, when it comes to the pencils, these are perfect for any type of eyebrow because you can really fill in the gaps and draw little hairs. This type of pencils are perfect. So that is pretty much everything I do when I do my eyebrows. If you guys liked this eyebrow demonstration or tutorial, give this video a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!